I am Deco. Welcome to Europa League Weekly.
We've been to Marseille, London, Milan, Vienna, Valencia, Lisbon and now Baku. Just 2 teams remain and either Chelsea or Arsenal will be crowned the 2019 UEFA Europa League champions. Welcome to Europa League Weekly, driven by Kia. Chris, great to see you, mate.
Lovely to be here.
You look at ease right now in the home changing room. Look like you've been here before.
Yeah, getting comfy. Might try and hide in one of those cupboards and see if I can pop out during the team talk. And it's going to be interesting, isn't it? Because, Chelsea have been fantastic so far this season. They're the only unbeaten team, 14 games. Been a long road to get here. They flew to the quarterfinals relatively untroubled. Then Slavia just exposed maybe a slight flaw. They got through that okay, and then the Eintracht Frankfurt semi-final really could have gone either way.
I mean, Eintracht did really push them. It was quite a surprise to see an English side beating a German side on penalties, though, wasn't it?
Well, although Freddie Bobic, the sporting director of Eintracht Frankfurt, joked at the end. He said, "Well, there weren't enough English penalty takers on the pitch."
It's so hard not to talk about Eden Hazard when you're talking about Chelsea. Incredible player, but this could be his final appearance in a blue shirt.
Very possibly, and what a way it would be to go out. Hazard has been a fantastic player for Chelsea, and I genuinely don't know what they'll do next season without him.
Let's talk about the manager.
I just think with Sarri is that the love affair hasn't been there with the supporters. He's made some changes which some Chelsea fans disagreed with. Kante no longer plays in his, what you'd say, normal position. Yeah. For me, I think he's done terrifically well. Only question mark is he's yet to win a major trophy.
Right, so we're in the home changing room right now. Imagine that Sarri's given us our team talk and we're going to stand up and we're going to make our way out to the pitch. Chris, we've walked out of the tunnel and into this magnificent stadium here in Baku. The players would be excited, nervous, adrenaline pumping, ready to step forward onto that pitch, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I mean, they're big game players, but this is a final, this is different, and just look around. I mean, it's going to be red at one end, blue at the other.
What a stadium, what a setting, and let's talk about Arsenal's chances. We're sat here in the dugout where Unai Emery will be instructing his Arsenal players in the best way to beat Chelsea and of course lift that trophy at the end. But Chris, I've got to say, it's hot, it's sunny, conditions are not what both teams would be used to.
No, and they'll be very pleased that kick-off isn't in the middle of the day like this, it's at 11 p.m.
But let's talk about Unai Emery. Quite simply loves this competition, doesn't he?
He's Mr. Europa League. 3 straight triumphs with Sevilla, unprecedented. And as soon as he went to Arsenal and they were in the competition from the group stage, you thought, they're going to have a good chance of lifting the trophy in, and that's the way it's gone.
And 2 players who are certainly going to help the dynamic duo up top. It's very difficult not to mention those 2 when you're talking about Arsenal. Lacazette, Aubameyang, who his hat-trick in the semi-final was just quite superb.
And Unai Emery seems to trust them now, doesn't he, together? Because it took a while. Arsene Wenger didn't always pick them in big games, as if he was worried the balance of the team wouldn't be right. Would they be strong enough defensively?
Aaron Ramsey, how big a miss is he going to be for Arsenal?
Well, a huge miss, and he's played his final game for the club and he got a very fond farewell. But the fact that they have progressed without him will give them confidence. And look, it's up to Mesut Ozil to step up. His time is now, his stage is set. He has to make sure no one's speaking about Aaron Ramsey at the end of the game.
Earlier on, we caught up with Portuguese international superstar Deco, who told us who he's backing for UEFA Europa League success and gave us an insight into what it's like to play in a major European final.
I watched both games. Chelsea game was more enthusiastic because they went to the penalties. And the Arsenal game, they were so superior against Valencia, and they did a very good game. Both teams, they are similar. They have fantastic players. They can decide the game. They can score goals. But for me, personally, I hope Chelsea wins the game. I play finals, I lost finals, and of course when you lost, it's different, and no one will remember that moment. And this is football. Everyone will remember the moment you put the hands in the trophy and win. And of course, this moment is unbelievable. It's a historic moment for all the players.
It's time for our UEFA Europa League daily fancy picks, and Chris, it's your last chance to impress.
It is always difficult, this. Normally get it wrong. And actually I thought, as it's the final, we could share them. I'll do Chelsea, you do Arsenal, how about that?
All right, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
After you, go on.
So my first Chelsea pick, Olivier Giroud, against his former club, first ever Chelsea player to score 10 European goals in a season. Second pick, Pedro, big game player, scored in a Champions League final, can he now score in a Europa League final?
Okay, I'm going to start by playing it really safe.
Best way.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, of course. I've got to back him after his superb hat-trick in the semi-final.
Yeah, fair enough, second.
I think it's about time somebody, because you and Kevin often play it safe and probably get it wrong most of the time, let's be honest. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, he's provided so many assists and he's so great going forward. He's a real attacking threat for Arsenal down that right-hand side.
Not bad, I can see him picking up a yellow card if Hazard runs it in that.
Maybe. We'll see. There you go. You've heard Chris's pick. You've heard my picks. We'll be back with Chris later. But first, we couldn't have our preview show without checking in on this season's UEFA Europa League Trophy Tour driven by Kia. 7 countries, thousands of fans all joining together for a great cause. Here's a summary of what's been going on. Alongside this season's UEFA Europa League Trophy Tour, Kia has been collecting unwanted football boots from fans across Europe. The boots are going to the Zatari refugee camp in Jordan, so keep an eye out for a special behind-the-scenes feature. It's now time for To Remember, To Forget. David Luiz with this superb clearance to keep Eintracht out. Kepa was at his very best, even saving with his shin. But Ezekiel Garay will want to forget this miss, and then there's epic knee-slide celebrations, and then there's this from Luka Jovic. Chris, we wanted to spice things up a little bit this week and test your knowledge on the 2 finalists.
Okay.
Question 1. Who did the Gunners beat to win their last European trophy, the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup in 1994?
Remember they lost to Real Zaragoza?
Oh, it's the one they won, mate.
Parma.
Parma is correct. Very good. Second question. How many players in both squads have played in a UEFA Europa League final before?
Check. David Luiz.
Yes.
Azpilicueta.
Yes.
Gary Cahill. Trying to think if there's one more. Hazard?
Is incorrect. You can say give up and pass.
I'm going to have to pass.
Okay, Mkhitaryan.
Of course.
Mesut Ozil.
I was going to say Ozil, but then I thought...
Bremen.
Yeah.
And Willian.
So I get 4 points, do I?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Still not bad. Now, before I let you fly back home, can you give us your goal of the semi-final?
Yeah, I mean, a lot to choose from, let's be honest. It was a terrific semi-final. I think I'd go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's first away at Mestalla. The place was bouncing, Arsenal conceded early, and the way he hit it in a flash beyond the goalkeeper set him up for what was a terrific hat-trick in the end. So Aubameyang's first, the best of a very good bunch.
Thanks, Chris. And that really is it. What a tournament we've seen so far, and what a final we have in store for you right here at the Olympic Stadium in Baku. Thanks for watching, enjoy the final, and we look forward to seeing you for the post-final show.